Hey guys, welcome back to the Hangout. It's Sid. And if you guys love music as much as I do, well, this is the perfect podcast for you. Today we've got some talented Canadian singers and songwriters. These guys truly are music lovers. They are known as the alt pop duo Neon Dreams. We've got Frank Cadillac and Adrian Morris on today's episode. Welcome to the show.
Hey. Good. Thank you for having us.
First off, I want to congratulate you guys on the Juno 2020 recipient for Breakthrough Group of the Year.
The Juno Award for Breakthrough Group of the Year goes to... Come on! I can't stand it. Neon.
What was it like getting to be recognized by the Juno Awards?
It was like one of the most beautiful feelings and moments in our lives. I remember just us like as kids talking about things we wanted growing up. We have all these like heroes we look up to, and if we got this, it would make us feel like this, and it made us feel like like so excited. I was just nervous because like every time we're in those situations, like with awards, you kind of like, oh man, like. And then,
it's just like an honor to be nominated, but then like you try not to set your expectations too high.
Yeah, and then like I remember like I just looked away when they're talking the names just because like you don't want to look. It's almost like looking at a scary movie. and then I just hear everybody screaming, things are flying, someone's phone flew across my face. I was like, what's going on? This is so cool.
It was cool. All our like friends and family were there, so it was a really good moment.
Yeah. I saw the video. You guys look like the happiest people in the entire world in that moment. I want to congratulate you guys on the success and kind of virality of Life Without Fantasies. Do you guys remember where you were in the moment when you guys started noticing the numbers go crazy?
We're in this room.
Yeah. It was cool because it was actually like a really organic like rise. It wasn't like instantly overnight. It was kind of like the first like week or two we were kind of like, is this a thing? It might be a thing, and then it really was a thing. So
sometimes you get like little spikes and like some place just maybe DJ played it at a show or something, and then like everyone's like shazamming it, but like it just like took off. Like it just kept climbing, and we asked everybody over there. There's like, my friends just showed me. I heard it on someone's story, and one kid's like, when things get popular over here, everyone takes it seriously and shows like their family and friends, and like we're like, cool.
We've never experienced anything like it before, ever. It's pretty cool.
Can you talk about the love specifically from South Africa?
Yeah, I mean, like when we figured out it started spiking, we're just like, let's make a ukulele video, say thank you to everybody. And I didn't know that they liked ukulele a lot out there, so that like put like gasoline on the flame, and everyone just started freaking out. They're like, "Oh my god, I love this even better!" And then we got hundreds of messages. Like, if I go through my DMs right now, there's always like 50 messages a day in our DMs just about this ukulele version of our song and how much our music has helped them get through life. And it's not just Life Without Fantasies, like all our music, and that makes us so happy. When we started like this path of like this type of music we're making now, like we had this like 1 in 10 in mind. It's like, help people get through the day, and it's working. Like I just genuinely care about people because I know what it's like to not have people understand what you're going through, and finding a song that does, and I want to give that back to everybody if I can, before I leave this planet.
Yeah, I've heard you mention that multiple times about your guys' goal with your music being like a vehicle to help people get through like the toughest times or just add like an extra happiness or smile to their day. So how does it make you guys feel kind of like knowing that goal was accomplished through the song as well?
It's a beautiful feeling, and I remember telling my manager all this. He's like, "Oh, cool, like you're a good guy." He's like, "You're right about it." Like he didn't see all this happening to the world. Like we're in a pandemic, and this is like the first our music started rising during the pandemic. And I'm not trying to put light on this whole thing, but it shows that positivity is like really needed right now. And and it's important for people who are struggling. I'm glad we can help out any way we can.
That's amazing. You guys did release the ukulele version last week, and it had over 5,000 pre-saves. What was it like seeing those numbers for you guys?
Something that's never happened.
Yeah, I think we had like 300 last time. We did that. Yeah, it was like it's wild, and I think everybody has a place for the creativity and stuff. Like sometimes it's like not in your own backyard, maybe it's like somewhere else in the world, but like your music will be accepted, your art will be accepted anywhere, and but you know, just gotta figure out where. And it's okay if it's not in your own hometown. Like I'm just saying it's not our own hometown, but I'm just saying, like, in general, it's like it's beautiful, you know, like how music can be received in different places in the world.
That's so cool. Your guys' music video for the song as well was also super bright and light. And I want to talk about your guys' relationship, because you guys have like a special bromance, specifically in the original music video, where Frank, you're pulling Adrian on his little roller skates with the skipping rope. I thought that was the cutest little scene ever. What would you guys say is your favorite memory together?
Oh man, we have so many.
There's too many.
We spent like every day together since we're
like 14, 15 when we started first playing bands together.
Yeah. I don't know if that's for you.
Silence your phone. We're in an interview.
Yeah. So many moments. I guess my favorite moment is when we've had our first big shows.
Yeah.
Like when there's like, because we've always dreamed of like being a touring band. We wanted to be on the road. We want to have crazy live shows where people are just off the wall jumping and like they leave feeling like a whole new person and have all these memories. And I remember our first big live show is like, I don't even know, probably 1,500 people at a festival. Yeah. And like nobody knew who we were, but we had it in our mind. We were going to make them get off their feet. And I think it was Jubilee.
Yeah, something like that.
Festival, and it's just like everybody was jumping at the same time, and like just like shirts are flying. Like, what's going on?
It's just like really cool to feel that energy right before we go on stage, because like in those moments of the big shows, because it's like, you know, it's like we're here. This is what we worked for. Yeah. This is what we've dedicated pretty much our entire lives to.
And you guys were able to play a little bunch of live shows at the end of last year in your little Atlantic bubble. What was it like getting to play some of those shows and kind of have like a live audience again?
It was a pretty incredible feeling after not playing for so long. And it's like, even though that was just like in November, I know right now is like I'm itching to play a live show real bad. And I'm sure everybody is. But it was a really cool experience. It was really awesome. And I think the best part about it was just like, a lot of people came up to us after and said, like, this is the first time that I felt kind of like normal during all this and being able to experience something, you know?
We're dying for live music again, too, over here on the West Coast.
We're dying to do it more outside of our little bubble.
I want to talk about your guys' sophomore album last year that you released as well. Can you tell me a bit about how Perks of Being a Wallflower kind of inspired or influenced that album?
Oh, yeah. I like to give like a part of my our lives, my lives into our music, and I didn't watch Perks of Being a Wallflower for a while because I knew that after watching that trailer, I knew I was going to cry like the whole time, and I was just like, I'm gonna need for a good cry. Let's throw this on, and then like I related to every single moment in that movie, and like it messed me up, and I was like, man, like. We never really like told our coming of age story. So let's put it all into one album like this. Let's go back to what we started on. And it was, we grew up playing pop rock, punk rock, new metal stuff, but like we wanted to put it into our own flavor and give our fans the early 2000s version of Neon Dreams. The hard times, you know, of being a teenager and all those first times of things.
I had so much fun making that record. I felt like I was a teenager again because we hadn't played music like that in so long, and just to be able to do it in our own modern way, it was just like, I don't know, it was like flashbacks. The whole experience.
Or like the album cover as well. You guys are on the bleachers. It's very high school-esque. It's so cool.
Yeah, yeah. I got a little of the cover inspo from Spotting. I don't know if you watched that movie.
No, I don't think I have.
Oh,
Ewan McGregor,
yeah.
one of the best. I'm a big Star Wars fan, so Ewan McGregor has like a special place in my heart.
Star Wars fan. Are you watching The Mandalorian? Did you watch that?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was good.
Actually, hold up. I think I got one of the guitar picks that we got made here. We got like a little baby Yoda guitar picks.
No.
Oh no, I can't find it. I had one on the desk here.
we were cleaning it.
Yeah. Oh well. But yeah, we have baby Yoda guitar picks
That's
specifically
amazing.
to bring baby Yoda's energy to the show.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Oh my God. That's iconic. I love that. I love that. Yeah, no, on your Instagram, you mentioned that this album was a collection of influences of like music that you grew up with. What were some of like the albums and artists that you grew up with?
Ocean Avenue by Yellow Card. I always go back to that album.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Blink-182.
22, Green Day, but like Taking Back Sunday was big for us. And like for me, it was like a whole mixture of things because I just like gravitated towards things that made me feel good. So like anything like Coldplay was huge for me. The Fray, and then all those like one-hit wonder type of songs, that you just hear on, and that's the only song you hear about them. Like
My Own Worst Enemy.
My Own Worst Enemy. That's a good one.
Yeah.
She's So High. Yeah. Yeah, all that.
Yeah, it's like all the songs that bring us back to our youth. Yeah.
You did mention there was like a sense of nostalgia with House Party. Frank, can you tell us the story of how you were actually at a house party and how it inspired the title of the album?
Yeah, it's a funny one. Like I'm like super introverted like person growing up. I'm still kind of like that when I'm out on stage, but when I go to parties, like I would only have conversations with people that were kind of like me. Like this, if I was just chilling, I could just look around the room and I could see somebody that's like not feeling the party too, and I just go talk to them. And this was like the first time I started having like deep conversations with weird people. And I was talking to a girl and we were just joking about hangovers because this is when we first started drinking, and she went on to start saying that like when you drink, you're just borrowing from the happiness of tomorrow. That's why you're having so much fun right now. And then the next day, everything sucks. And I was like, that's hilarious. And but it blew my mind in the moment. I was just a kid. I'm like, oh man, that's crazy. And I remember that. And I always told that story at parties and stuff like that. And I thought the title, that phrase is just like is beautiful. Anyways, just to put as the title as this album.
Such a cool concept and idea. For the Hangout, our show, we always want to share and promote how music impacts people in different ways. How do you two think music has impacted you guys in your own way?
Saved our lives.
Yeah,
Honestly.
no, for real. Like for me, it's just like music is like medication in a way for me. Like other people, like I used to listen to music as it was just some songs. Like I'm like until a song actually like stopped me in my tracks and like it's like, yo, everything's all good. Like you can make it. There's other people like you. Like that made me feel so at ease with life and helped me move forward. And I'm sure that happens for a lot of people.
Totally. For yourself, Adrian?
I just don't know what else I would be doing. There's nothing else that has gave me motivation to like get up out of bed and like work on something and just like it just like breathes life into me every single day.
Do you guys think you appreciate music in different ways when you're creating it versus when you're actually listening to it?
Yeah, I never thought about it like that. That's a good question. That's cool. When you're creating it, like it's a different vibe when you're creating it.
It is a different vibe
because you're like it's like magical and stuff. Like because like like how I think when we're making music, like every word I say, someone's gonna listen to this and like it's gonna like manifest something in their life, you know, like so that's why I always try to put like good vibes and like I'm telling a story, I try to like make it a story where like they get some inspiration out of it in the end, even if it's like a sad song or something.
I think for everybody it's different.
Yeah.
Like I know for me, it's like what I'm listening to will kind of like tune to what I'm outputting. You know what I mean? And it's like what I'm really into at the moment. It's like my own playing style on like guitar or drums or like when we're writing and stuff will slowly like tune to what I'm listening to at that moment. But my like music choices are always changing. Where like I think you're very different where you know how to like separate them completely. And it's like, yeah, I think everybody's different when it comes to what they listen to and how they create.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Yeah, that's why we have this podcast, because we love sharing the ways music has impacted people differently. And I'll end it with this final question. What's your favorite superhero? Because in the live stream like 5 seconds ago, you were going Lego Batman. That was kind of fun. What's your favorite superhero?
It's so funny. Favorite superhero. Oh man, I'll say Superman because I grew up watching Smallville. That was like the first. Okay, there's two people, but Superman. I love Superman because I grew up watching Smallville, and like that gave me comfort when I had no friends around. And then, but the first comics I got into were X-Men, and Wolverine was like my favorite superhero. Like you got the Animanium, like steel bones, you know, and he's like immortal, heal. Like this guy's like 200 years old. He's from Canada. Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Yeah. What about you?
If it's like a superhero, Spider-Man for sure. I like watch every Spider-Man movie, play every Spider-Man video game. It's gotta be Spider-Man.
You got every game downstairs.
Spider-Man, everything. Yeah. I wish I was Spider-Man. that and I wanted to say Obi-Wan Kenobi from Star Wars because that's kind of like a superhero, right? Yeah. So like Obi-Wan Kenobi
saves people.
Yeah. Hello there.
Use the Force.
You know.
Amazing. Well, thank you guys so much for chatting. It was so great getting to know you guys' background with your music and everything.
Hey, thank you for having us.
So much.
Yeah.